Today we're going over some of my favorite vehicles that you can customize in Benny's workshop in GTA Online. The cars that we're going over today are sports cars. We have the Sultan RS and the Elegy Retro Custom, and then we're also going over my favorite and probably the best lowrider in the game. But for now, we have the Elegy Retro Custom, which is based off the real-life version of the Nissan R33 GTR. This variant of the Elegy was available to purchase about a year after the Benny's Workshop update even came out, so this has been in the game for quite some time now. One of the best things about the Elegy Retro Custom and transforming it into Benny's Garage is that the original base Elegy is completely free in GTA Online to all players. So a car that would normally cost around $400,000 is completely free, so the only thing you have to purchase when getting the Elegy Retro Custom is the transformation fee in Benny's Garage, which is going to cost around $900,000. For other cars that you have to purchase to transform into Benny's Garage, some of those prices can get all the way up to $1.6 to $2 million. So the fact that you can transform this car for not even $1 million is really cool. Now, once you finally get into Benny's Garage and start customizing and upgrade this vehicle, you're going to find that there are a ton of different ways to get creative with the Elegy Retro Custom. Now, for my vehicle specifically, I didn't optimize the amount of upgrades and customizations I could actually do because I wanted this car to look exactly like Paul Walker's Skyline in Too Fast, Too Furious. Since Rockstar GTA Online added the livery from the actual Skyline from the movie, you already know I had to go and try to copy the car as much as possible. But looking at all the different categories and customizations, there are definitely some categories that could use some more love for this vehicle. But when you look at the main categories, you're going to find a lot of different options to choose from. And one of the best things about customizing at Benny's Garage is that you just have so much freedom to do whatever you want with these vehicles. Now, in terms of speed and performance for the Retro Custom, you're going to be looking at around a top speed of 122 miles per hour. It's actually pretty average, if not a little below average. So if you're looking for a vehicle that's really going to put you over the top for speed, this is definitely a car you're going to want to overlook. I definitely would still recommend purchasing this car in 2024. I know it's a little outdated. Some of the upgrades and customizations are pretty mid, but if you're still looking to expand your garages, this is definitely a cool piece to add. Let me know what you guys think of the Elegy Retro Custom in the comments below. Next up, we have the Albany Buccaneer, which is without a doubt my favorite lowrider in GTA Online. Benny's original Motorworks was specifically designed for lowriders in this game, and the Buccaneer, when it's fully upgraded and customized, looks insane. Now, in order to convert this into Benny's Garage, you're first going to need a base model Buccaneer, which is going to cost you $29,000. After you get your Buccaneer, you can take it into Benny's Garage and it'll cost you $390,000 to convert it. So for $420,000, you can have one of the nicest looking lowriders in the game. If you still don't have a lowrider in GTA Online, the Buccaneer is probably going to be your best option. It's more on the cheaper side, but after the upgrades and customizations, this car actually looks top class. Now, just like any other Benny's vehicle out there in GTA Online, there are a ton of different categories and customizations that you can add to these vehicles. If you haven't owned a lowrider, you're going to be able to find customizations for these types of vehicles that you will never ever see on your typical sports or supercar. Now, because the Buccaneer Custom is a super OG lowrider and it is more so on the cheaper side, some of the customizations are going to be pretty minimal. You're not going to have a lot of creative opportunities here, but even with the minimal customizations, the final product of any lowrider you have just looks insane. Like, I don't have a super flashy livery on this vehicle, but the one that I have really stands out and looks amazing. Now, in terms of performance for the Albany Buccaneer Custom, you're going to be able to hit a top speed at 119 miles per hour, which for a lowrider is actually insane. The Elegy Retro Custom can get up to 122 miles per hour, so the fact that you can be neck and neck with a sports car is actually hilarious. Like I was saying before, if you don't own a lowrider, the Buccaneer is definitely a good first option. It's more so on the cheaper side. You're not going to be blowing a ton of money if you don't like it in the end, but that's what I have for the Buccaneer Custom. For our final vehicle of the day, we have the Sultan RS, which is one of the most recognizable vehicles in the GTA community. The Sultan RS was first introduced in GTA 4, and it is a staple of the GTA 4 community. I myself used this car for all of Brucey's races back in GTA 4, and it has been one of my favorite vehicles to drive in GTA 5 to this day. Ever since the Sultan RS was brought to GTA Online back in 2016, it has remained in my garage ever since, and I will never let this thing go. I hope Rockstar does the right thing and brings the Sultan RS all the way into GTA 6 Vice City. In order to get the Sultan RS, you first have to own a Sultan, which is only going to cost you $12,000, so basically nothing. And once you get your Sultan, you can convert it at Benny's workshop for $795,000. So for a grand total of $807,000, you can have a brand new Sultan RS, which in today's GTA Online doesn't seem too bad at all. Now heading into the customizations, just like the previous two vehicles we've gone over today, there are a ton of different options to choose from. And unlike the Elegy Retro Custom, the Sultan RS actually has a ton of different options to choose from. Now one of the coolest things about customizing this vehicle specifically is that in GTA 4 you weren't able to customize cars whatsoever, so the fact that we can kind of go back and customize this car like we've always wanted to is actually pretty cool. Now looking at the performance of the Sultan RS, you're going to expect a top speed of around 121 miles per hour, which for a sports car is pretty average. You're not going to get insane top speeds for sports cars in GTA Online. That's pretty much all that I have for the Sultan RS. If you still don't have the Sultan RS in 2024, I definitely would recommend going to pick it up. And if you enjoyed GTA 4 a lot, you're definitely going to enjoy this vehicle in GTA 5. But that is what I have for my 3 favorite Benny's vehicles. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe down below. I upload GTA videos every single week, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.